So who is Tableau for? Tableau is designed for business persons and is for anyone who need explore, visualize, like in the form of charts, different type of charts, line chart, pie chart, bar chart, tree maps, visualize, understand how the data is and share the data quickly and beautifully and easily. So this is for Tableau is for mostly for the business users and also the IT team, and including so business users who need to understand their data and make a decision based on it. So they are going to understand their data and analyzing their data, and finally the end users or the business users trying to take the decision to improve the business, including what kind of like executives, managers, mobile staff or field staff, and also operational staff and stakeholders, and also business users who need to work with their data to answer their business questions or the other management questions like business analyst, data analyst, and business intelligence expert. And also the reports are helpful to the IT team as well. Say in a day-to-day activity, they are monitoring the different servers like the DBA team. So they just check so what are the different databases are currently running and how many jobs got failed and what could be the reason, and each day how many jobs are getting failed and which job is frequently failing and what could be the reason. So those DBA team also access the Tableau dashboard and analyze how the system is running, how the system health is on a daily basis or weekly basis, and they are going to take the decision to improve the DBA activities. So Tableau is not for only the end users or the business users, and Tableau is for the even the IT professionals. They can access these dashboard to analyze their health check about the servers. Okay, and so simple way I can say the Tableau is a reporting tool. It is a data visualization tool where we can see the data in the form of dashboards. So Tableau is mainly for the reporting tool and data visualization tool. The end user going to analyze their data through the reports or through the data visualization, and they are going to take the decisions based on the existing data, okay, to improve the business, to improve the sales, to improve the health of the particular server. Okay, and it is very easy to connect to the different data sources like flat files and databases. So it can connect to any of the data sources. Let me just open Tableau. So I have installed the Tableau in my local machine, which is a Tableau desktop, where we are going to use the Tableau desktop to develop a different reports or different dashboards, and it can connect to the any of the database or the flat files. So there is no limitation that Tableau can connect to the only these data sources. So it can connect to the any of the databases. Okay, and it takes less development time and access data much faster. So you know, like when I work with the traditional reporting tool business objects, if you want to develop any kind of reports or dashboards, let's say suppose complex dashboard, so normally we used to take 3 to 4 months of the time to complete the one dashboard in a business objects. But whereas in Tableau, So I can complete complex dashboard within 15 days, even less than that time. So in a Tableau, so it will take less development time and access data much faster. And we can develop a reports without writing a single line of the code. We can develop a dashboards, and you can connect your data, perform queries. So without writing any, without knowledge about any query or SQL knowledge, you can develop reports. We're not writing any single line of the code in Tableau. It's like more navigation. And Tableau is very easy to learn, easy to use with the drag and drop technology. So it's a more user friendly and create a reports very simple way, and this makes user to create their own reports. So the end users also create their own report because it is a very easy tool, easy to learn, and it is easy to use. Okay, so but the end users as business user can create their simple report, not like complex reports. The developers are going to create the complex reports. The developers are creating the standard reports. The end user create their own report, very simple report, not like more more kind of complex. Okay, but yeah, and let's say Tableau is a in-memory concept. This will work in in-memory concept, which means the data, all the data is stored into the RAM instead of the disks. So whatever the dashboard you create and whatever the reports you implemented, all the data stored into the sitting in RAM. So in terms of the performance is much faster compared with any other reporting tool. Okay, and so more than 10,000 organization currently is used. Like this is the information which I'm talking about the 2015 or 16 during the time. So more than 10,000 started using. So now it is drastically increased. So you can go any project, any, if you find any of the reporting tool, reporting project is there. So there you will find the Tableau. So even if you go any kind of the BI technologies, you can see there is a one Tableau project. Okay, so that's how it's rapidly growing, and most of the customers are already acquired and they are using this. That's the reason everyone is here to learn the Tableau. And Tableau visualizations are automatically streamlined with the mobile devices. So you know, when I work with the BO, if you want to access the reports through the mobile, it's a like kind of project to streamline with a mobile with a traditional reporting tool. So we need to spend 2 to 3 months time to come to configure the mobile with the other reporting tool. But Tableau, nothing. It is already streamlined. The server is already streamlined. You just plug and play, kind of like you just install the Tableau app in your mobile and you can just enter the server details and can connect to the Tableau server, and all the dashboards which you can access through the Tableau mobile. So you need not to do anything, just enter the login credentials and you can access the Tableau server, and I mean through the mobile, and you can access the reports through mobile. Okay, so Tableau software offer below main products: Tableau desktop, Tableau server, online, public, reader, and mobile. Okay, I'll just go through it one by one. So I'm talking about the Tableau desktop. I'm trying to create a report using connecting to the Tableau. I'm using the Tableau. See, as I said, I just open a Tableau on my desktop. And once you connect here, this is the first page, home page. You can see, I can see the connect to the sources, and which I've recently created the dashboard, which you can see, and the discover concept, or you can see that. Okay, now say I have Oracle database. Say I'm just trying to connect to the Oracle database here. I've installed Oracle in my local machine. Say I have Oracle database here. You know, right? The database contains the different kind of data which store into the different tables. All the data stored into the different table. Maybe the data stored in either in the fact tables and dimension table. But yeah, so what is the dimension table? What is the fact table? So that all we'll see later. But assume that Oracle we have it here and we have a list of tables. So now I need to develop a dashboard using Tableau. So I have a Tableau here. Let's say data or it is available in UK. So I'm a developer from India. So I'm trying to connect to the Oracle database, which is there in UK. So all the data is there in my database, which is Oracle I'm using. And the list of different tables we have. Each table we have different type of data. So let's say I'm just trying to connect to the Oracle database here. And go to the SQL commands. So that all guys, I'm going to explain how to install this Oracle database and how to install the Tableau. So that all will be covering the next session. So we'll be in the next session, we'll be talking about the installation process. Okay. So here guys, you'll see that. So I'm just to try to select star from tab. So this will give you the number of tables in the database. And you can see the number of tables here. So I just want to, in a real time I'm not writing a queries much, just to understand what kind of data is there in the database. So I'm writing simple queries like this. So I just want to know the employees table, what kind of data is there in employee table. Execute this query. So we'll have all the data over here. So employee's name and the department name and their salary, right? So we have all these data. So I just want to use these data tables and develop reports or develop dashboards. Okay. Now come back to the Tableau. Now I need to connect to the Oracle database. So to connect to the Oracle database, you can go here. I don't see that Tableau Server or Oracle. Here you can see Oracle, but you can just click on More. You have a different database you can connect. You'll see that these are the many databases which we can connect. So we have a SQL Server database, we have a MongoDB database, we have a Google Drive, and also we have a big data, or we can connect to the Hadoop, or we can connect to the SAP HANA sources and BW sources. So there are different databases which you can connect and develop reports. So my data is available in Oracle all the data which is there in Oracle. So go here and select the Oracle database. Click on Oracle database. Guys, yeah. So this is a more interactive session. Please, you can unmute yourself if you have any questions. Just so don't wait till end of the session. Anyway, I'm going to cover again tomorrow. The next sessions also will be connecting to the Oracle and also will be connecting to some other data sources as well. Please let me know, or you can unmute yourself whenever you have a question. Okay, please let me know if I'm going a little faster. But yeah, so today is a demo, so I'm try to explain all the concepts here in the first session itself, how the Tableau works. That's the reason I'm going fast. But once we start the regular session, so I'll go very slowly, step by step. I'll explain each and every step. Okay, I'll make sure that everyone able to connect to Oracle database and create some basic report in the first session itself. Okay, I'll just connect to each and every system and install the Tableau, install Oracle database, and also I'll share some sample data with Excel source, as I told, sales data. Okay, So that all we'll see in the next sessions. So this is the first session. I just want to explain how the Tableau works and how to connect to the Oracle database and what are the different tools are there in Tableau. So that's the reason to try to cover up everything in 1 hour. I'm going little fast, but yes, please, you can always shout on me if you have any questions. So I'll take it anytime. I hope till now is clear, everyone. So what I'm trying to say, so now I connect to the Oracle database. So enter. Any questions? Anyone have any questions?
So inside the Oracle database, you give the SQL commands, right? To get the data.
Correct. Yeah. So here, so I mean, just to make you understand what kind of tables we have, I just written a query, select star from tab. This will give you the table list. And under this table list, we have an employees table. I write in the simple query. So as a Tableau developer, so we are connecting to the database, but we are writing only this command. We are not writing any other command, and you have only the select access as a Tableau developer. We have only the select command access. We will not have anything we are inserting or deleting the table or modifying the data which we don't have access.
Okay, but how do we know? But how do we know it's
yeah.
only employee data is there? Like, do we know what is there in that?
Yeah, see, select star from tab when you just search it here. So this will show you the number of tables. So you can see these many tables are there. And I'm just to try to know what the employee table contains. When you run it, so I can see the employee ID, first name, last name, phone number, and when this employee joined the company, what is the salary, and you can see that. So this is how, as a Tableau developer, you are analyzing the data. Each table, what kind of data is there. So that is a Tableau developer role. Tableau developer is going to analyze the data in each table, what kind of data is there, and as per the end user requirement. Say my end user requirement is I want to know the department name and how many employees are there, what is the total number of employees we have, okay, and what is the total salary we are paying. This is one of the requirement. And also I have another requirement that I want to see the department wise the employee's name and what is his the individual salary and when is the high date, okay, and is belongs to the which department and what is the job role. So this is something the end user requested. Okay, so now I know that, so this all the employees information is Oracle, it is available in Oracle, maybe either in our team members or the project team. So they will provide all these details to connect to the Oracle. Okay, we are not just directly connected to the Oracle. So the team will, the project team will tell that, so to develop these reports, so there might be some technical team, either the ETL team or the database team. The database team will help you. So the employees data which is there here in Oracle, you can connect to this database. Okay, so with that provided information which we are going to connect here. Okay, is that clear, Vinu?
Yeah.
Now moving on to, so once you open a Tableau and connect to the Oracle, once you click on Oracle, you just enter the server details and the service name and username and password. So these all details will get it from the database team. Once you click on sign in, you can see the list of tables which is there in the database. I can see the list of tables in the database. So as per my requirement, so I'm going to use those tables. So I know that data employees table, all the employees information is there in the employee table, add the employees table, and also Department name we have in the department table. You can add here, drag and drop here. And there is a small correction. So this join is not required. So we have only the department ID and the department ID. So from employees table, we have a department ID is a common column. In the department table, we have a department ID is a common column. So we need not to join. It will create a join between the two tables automatically. Okay. Just update the data. So you can see all the sample data over here. Okay. So once you connect to the data source, then go to the sheet, click on a sheet where we are going to create the reports in the sheet, in the worksheet. Okay, now what is my requirement? So my requirement is department name, number of employees. So what I'm trying to do, I want to see the department and how much salary we are paying. This is the salary. Okay, so I can see that salary. Each department wise how much salary we are paying, and take the salary and put it here. So this is the salary for each department. Okay, and I want to see the department, each bar I want to display the different color. So take that department name and put into the color. And also I want to see the number of employees, each department how many employees are there. So go to the insert sheet. I'm writing a simple calculation field here because I don't have the number of employees column here. So go here and create a calculated field, number of employees. So we are going to write some calculations here. We are defining some formulas over here. So how to define the number of employees is nothing but a count of employee ID, right? So write a formula, count of employee ID. So these all cannot be done by the end users. So end user can't write all these formulas. So as a Tableau developer, we are writing a formulas. End user create a report, simple report like this. You can't write a multiple calculations or multiple formulas. The sheet 1 end user can create, but sheet 2, as a developer, you are going to define some formulas. So I just want to see the each department, how many employees are there. So this I just want to see it in the tree map. So this is a tree map, and each department I want to see the different color. I'm just adding the department name and put into the colors. Okay, so we have a sheet 1 and we have a sheet 2. Now also I'm trying to insert one more sheet. I want to see the first name and last name as a full name. So first name and take the last name and concat it. Create concat. You know, so we need to define some formula to make a first name and last name as a full name. But here, so in Tableau, which just right click and can combine it. Simple. Okay, so you can just write a full name. This is the employee full name, right? So now you can just add here. This is the employee full name, and what is his hire date? You just add the hire date. Okay, and also you just add the department name, and also you can have a job ID, and what is the total salary, and any incentives he is getting. Okay, so this is the way, so we can develop a simple report. Like this is something like more we are developing a detailed report. Yes, I hope everyone is getting what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have created sheet 1, sheet 3, and now I want to make a more interactive dashboard. So go to the inserted dashboard. I'm just having the sheet 1 over here and sheet 2 and the sheet 3, which we have a detailed report. So I don't want to see this. Make it this the entire view. So now we have multiple sheets over here, right? and combine all the sheets. Okay, so this is how we can develop a simple dashboard. I'm just making it as a formatting little. Okay, so I think you are able to see this, right? So all the employees information which we can see that, and you can see that. So this is how we can develop a simple dashboard. And if you want more interactive, when I click here, so I just want to see the detailed data. I mean, if I click on sales, only the sales employees data should appear in my detailed report. How we can do that? Simple. So go to the dashboard. I'm just to try to create a one simple action filter. Guys, don't worry, I'm talking about, I'll discuss this later. Okay, maybe I just change this as automatic. Okay, now guys, you'll see now, this is the final output of this dashboard. And so when you click here, say if I click on, I want to see the executive department information. When you click on executive department, you can see there are 3 employees. If I click on IT department, you have the IT employee salaries. If I click on sales, so under the sales, so we have these many employees. If you click on shipping, so under the shipping, these many employees we have. If you click on finance, so under the finance, so we have these many employees. So this kind of simple dashboard which we can develop it. Okay, so once you develop a dashboard, so I want to share with the end users. The end user given this requirement, so the end user going to access this dashboard. How the user is going to access this dashboard? So what we need to do, we need to publish into Tableau Server to share the reports to the users. To share the reports to the users that we are going to publish into the server. Okay, so once you, I mean, that means you are going to save the reports in Tableau Server, and here we are going to, in the server, we are going to define the users and also group and providing the access. Also, we are defining the security, everything done in the Tableau Server. So Tableau Desktop tool where we are using to develop a dashboard to connect to the different database. And so once you develop a dashboard, that you are going to publish into the server where we are saving all the reports in Tableau to share the reports to the different users, to share the reports with a different user. Okay, I hope everyone is getting any questions here. Why I'm using the server over here? To save all the reports and to share it to the different user, we are going to publish into the server. Okay, and Tableau Server where we required the license, and Tableau Desktop also we required the license key. Okay, Tableau Server where is the enterprise system where you can, all the reports you can save it here and send it to, share it with the users. The user can connect to the through browser, and you can connect to the server and access the reports which is there in the server. Okay, and Tableau Server where we need to install it in our client environment, and that is for that we need a Windows operating system or Linux machine, and we need a dedicated administrators team to maintain the servers, and network team. 24/7 server team is required to monitor the server is up and running or not. So where like most of the banking projects, most of the enterprise users go with the Tableau Server. And also we have a Tableau Online. Tableau Online is something like which is a cloud based. So here with the Tableau Online, so we are not going to install anything, and we are going to take a license from the Tableau company, and all these tablets are online, which is stored into the Tableau itself, and it's maintained by the Tableau company. All the servers are Tableau with Tableau company is maintained. So most of the small based organizations or companies or project, they use Tableau online. So here in Tableau online, the difference with the Tableau server online almost same, but Tableau online, which is maintained by the Tableau company. But again, you are going to save all the reports in Tableau online, share with the users. So it is
Madhu,
an internet.
Madhu, how does the
Yeah.
licensing works? For instance, the enterprise version of the Tableau server, is the license segregated by the desktop and the server, or if you buy the Tableau server licensing, you will get the desktop license as well?
No, it's a different, yeah.
Mhm.
When you get a Tableau server, you have to pay for a license key, and also if you need the desktop, Tableau desktop, yes, you have to pay separately for Tableau desktop as well.
And
But when you take the enterprise user, the cost is differ.
okay.
Say example, you are getting some 300 USD per month for Tableau desktop. Okay, but where you are taking the Tableau server and desktop together, you may are going to pay end up with just $20 per year.
Okay.
So the cost will vary. Even if you want to buy for your purpose, you can just pay $50. You can get the Tableau license key for 1 year.
Okay. And how does that
Even
work?
you can use it for your company.
How does it work with the cloud? How does it work with the cloud?
Cloud is like you are not maintaining your server in your location. The company is not maintaining the Tableau from your location. It's maintained by the Tableau company itself.
Right.
So it depends on number of users, depends on how you are maintaining the reports, how many reports which you are maintaining, you are going to buy the space from the Tableau itself.
Okay.
And so the cost wise, if you see the Tableau server, we need a dedicated team to maintain the server, but whereas in Tableau online, we don't require it.
Right.
Everything is maintained by the Tableau company, but all again user creation, group creation, security, that all taken care by our team.
Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Thank you.
And most of the banking project, they'll not go with Tableau online because it's internet. Even the Tableau team can access this, right? So most of the banking project, they go with the server, which is dedicatedly stored in their location, and it's a more firewall setting, more security, which is defined. No other user can log in other than the company's employees.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. And do they support on the AWS platform? We can do that,
yes,
right? That's possible. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. So I'm just talking about the components wise now. I just showed you how to create a simple report, and this is how we are going to do in everyday session. Everyday session, I'm going to cover different type of. See, I just overview, like just created only the 2-3 dashboard, but in every session we are going to create some 40 to 50 sheets. Every session, you can see every session, because I'm talking about more Anson. Even in the first session itself, I just talking about the Anson. So every session will be covering some 20-30 sheets and developing a dashboard. But yes, what is the row, what is the column shelf, what is a page shelf, what is a filter shelf, what is this dimension, what is this measure, and what are these different sheets, different type of charts. So we have, and also we know each and every component, every menu bar, what exactly it contains, and what are the different formulas, different functions we have. So this all will be covering as part of the training. Okay. And so we are not writing any code. I mean, code, I can say I'm writing select statement. This is something which I use select star from table name, select star from table 1 and table 2, and make a join to just understand the data. Even I don't want to write a query, so then you can use the Tableau and you can just analyze the data over here, and just you drag and drop and you can see all the data over here instead of writing a query. You just drag and drop and you can just see how the data is there in each table. Even if you don't want to write any query, still you can do that. Okay, so basically Tableau Online Server, which we use to share the reports to the users, to store all the reports into the server. We using the server or online, and here the user going to access the reports by connecting to the server online. But as my experience, most of project we use the server, not the cloud. Very few project, which is small scale industry project, which you use the online. Okay, but I'm not telling that Tableau Online is not secure. It's a secure. Okay, we can trust. And but I mean, I never seen any banking project they use online. But yes, there is some sales related project. Yes, they have used this online. Okay, it's a cloud. Oh, okay. Now also we have a Tableau Public. You understand, by looking at self Tableau Public. Say once you say Tableau Public or Tableau Server online is more security, and which you have to provide the access, then only user can access it. As admin or Tableau admin, if they provide access particular reports to the particular user, they can access it. But whereas the Tableau Public, if you publish the Tableau reports into public, any person can access it. It's on public itself. So you can, even if I share with the reports in public, and you can take that link and you can share with any person. So it's like more public, and there is no security. There is no security. So normally we don't use this in real-time project, Tableau Public. Okay, but I'll just add one thing here. So as you are getting into the Tableau, while you do the practice, so all the dashboard reports what you created, publish into the Tableau Public. And when you go with the interview, so people will ask, tell me your Tableau Public profile link. So I will access what kind of reports which you created. So normally what we do as a Tableau developer, you create some complex, some 6 to 7 dashboard and publish here. And when you go in, enter the interview, they'll ask, can I have your Tableau Public link? So the interview will have look what kind of dashboard which you implemented. As part of the course curriculum, which we are developing a complex and multiple dashboard, which you think is good, you can publish into the public. And you can, I mean, also I'm giving some task, you create some Tableau dashboard and publish into the public. And when you go into, everyone won't ask, maybe some people might be asked. Okay, you can share that profile public link, and they can access that, and they knows that what kind of reports which you created. Okay, Tableau Public is a public. You will get a 2 GB of space. Until 2 GB, you can store all your sample dashboard which you created. Okay, and also we have a Tableau Reader. Tableau Reader, say I have a developer dashboard. I shared that Tableau dashboard, that file with you, but you don't have the Tableau desktop. But you can install Tableau Reader with a free, and there is no charge. And whatever the file which I shared with you, which I created in the Tableau desktop, that you can open through the Tableau Reader. You can install it, and the file which you can open the Tableau through Tableau Reader. Like it's a kind of Adobe PDF document which you can open it through the Adobe Reader, right? Similar to that. Okay, I hope guys everyone is clear. So our aim is in this training how to develop a complex and simple dashboard, and how to connect to the different databases, how to analyze the data and develop a dashboard. So this is what most of the part which I am covering, and also will be covering Tableau Server or online, how to create, how to publish the dashboard into the server or online, and share the reports to the user, and also how to schedule the reports and to the user, how to move the reports one environment to the other environment, like kind of publication, which will be covering, and also how to schedule the reports, how to schedule the data sources. Also will be covering security, how to provide the access to the particular reports to the particular users. So that all will be covering in the server. Okay, So 80% of the time we are spending on the desktop, and 20% which will be covering the administration part as part of the course. Okay. So any questions? I hope is clear everyone that I'm talking about. And the Tableau Mobile is more like that whatever the dashboards which is there in the server, so which you can just install the Tableau Mobile and access those reports through the mobile. Simple. That's the Tableau Mobile. You just install the Tableau app